Looking for the tie with the extra point. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Barber. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeye! The defense putting points on the board.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Run inside, it's Jordan. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Spits it out to the back. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
From the gun on third down, Sayed. Got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Sayin on the play action. Slings it downfield. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They knock him down right there. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
That is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He's loose down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Trojans. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Jackson. There he goes! Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next...
And he makes the catch at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll give it on the counter. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Sayin. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Fights off a defender. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pulls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure he was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Just feeds the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Sayin from the gun on third down. Snags it over the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-battering as he picked up 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
There's a crease. It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
Touchdown, Ohio State! Gets it into the end zone. After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. Sayin. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Jackson. Nice move to keep running. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To the air, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me at the end.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Back to pass, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Going to the run, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They use the timeout. Now, it's not their last one. Would they run another play and try to get the timeout and maybe try the field goal then? Trojans! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It comes down to this. 1 more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. The screen, and watch out. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off, but sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.